Hello everybody, welcome back to today's video. Today I want to talk about a silver mining stock called SilverCrest Metals. Now you've probably, if you're watching this video, you're probably like, why the hell is it down 22% within a single day? Now the charts always predict essentially, or before the news events hit, right? So the chart was warning us that a pullback was likely, or a pretty big correction. And then all of a sudden you just have all these news articles to follow suit. Now, the news that hit the market was essentially that their silver deposit, the grades are lower, and the all-in cost to produce an ounce of silver has gone from $6 to $12. So it's doubled in cost to make the ounce of silver. Now, you've also had like oil go up within 15% within the last month. So, you know, I do expect the price in the short term to take, you know, a little bit more pain in the short term, as I'm going to talk about two trading levels in particular, $3.80 and around $3.10 to $3. So right now, this bear flag, once it broke down from $5.50, we're currently down $1 sitting around $4.44. On the Thursday close candle. Now, the technical move of this bear flag, if you grab a trendline tool before we had the Russia-Ukraine situation, or the war over in, you know, Europe essentially, and you extend it down to the low back in September when silver put in its low at around $17 an ounce. Now, if you extend this trend line down to the bear flag, the top of the channel, and connect it to the low, you guys can see it matches up with $3.80. Now, if we zoom across to the left here, back in 2019, it acted as resistance before finally finding support on that $3 level that I'm going to mention as well. And once it broke out, acted as support. Then it did a round trip back during the COVID collapse before finally making the all-time high when we had the Wall Street silver movement, or the silver squeeze event. Now, a lot of, even the SILJ, which is a silver ETF that essentially consists of, you know, silver junior miners and some big, you know, you've got Mag Silver, First Majestic, and even SilverCrest is within the ETF. Now, in the short term, I'm expecting a little bit more pain down to that $3.80 level. Now, from where we currently sit, it's only around a 14% pullback, and from the low where we bounced up the other day at around $4.16, you know, that was only like around another 7-8% pullback down to that level. Now, as I mentioned, that swing trade opportunity, or that level right there at $3.80, you've got 2 points of confluence. The bear flag technical level is that $3.80 level, and you've also back, you know, to 2019, it acted as support and resistance. So that trend line right there is strong support. To me, I'm going to enter, you know, 1 to 2% into the trade at that level and play it for a bounce. Now, where would I be targeting? So as you guys can see here, I've got the VPVR up, and I want to quickly talk about this. So if we scroll back to 2015, you know, when the stock was launched, you guys can see it put in, this was the all-time low back at around 10 cents, right? Had a massive move up to $3. That's ridiculous. That's huge, right? That's some astounding gains right there. Essentially went parabolic. And back then, that's when gold and silver put in its bottom. Well, silver did sweep the low during the March crash, but gold put in the low back then at around $1,050 an ounce. Now, you guys can see when it pushed up, it acted as resistance right here on that $3 level before making a bull flag, you know, nice corrective pullback right there. Once it broke out, it acted as resistance once again at that $3 level. It's around $3 to $3.10, in that 10 cents vicinity. And then once it had that quick little pullback, it broke out and it flipped into support, right? So for some reason, if this $3.80 level is to be broken, to me, I'm going to, you know, go in once again, dollar cost averaging into the trade, add another 1 to 2% of my portfolio into the trade at that level. So that's around, you know, $3.10 to $3. So like I said, that 10 cent range. So I firstly I want to talk about something. So yeah, the all-in cost to make an ounce went from $6 to $12 to make an ounce of silver. The all-in cost to make it, and the silver grades dropped from the deposits, and they also overestimated how much silver was in the ground. They cut it back from like 90 million back to 80 million. So, you know, they've essentially overestimated around 10 million ounces in the ground. Now, some people might also be concerned about this stock because it's also in Mexico. All their mines are in Mexico. And, you know, potentially, you know, you've got the whole BRICS thing going on. You know, could they potentially join? Who knows? You know, they're not, you know, the friendliest group, I guess. But when I just look at technical levels, these are the technical levels. I just got to respect the charts and, you know, bring you guys, you know, the moves, the technical moves, what we should be doing, where should we short, where should we go long. Me personally, I would be going long at $3.80 and around $3.10 to $3 level. So how am I personally going to play this? I'm probably going to buy some option calls, and I'm going to buy the longest expiration possible. I checked on Webull, it's around 200 days out, so that's probably what I'm going to likely go with to play it for a bounce. So if we look at the first level of resistance, I would be targeting around this range right here. So you guys can see, yeah, like I said, this VPVR, I went a little bit off tangent there. No one brought the stock down at these lows, right? So nobody's brought. Everyone's brought up here, which is a tad bit concerning. But when I just look at the VPVR, we could easily catch a bounce right back up to around, you know, the low fives here. So between around $5.20 down to $4.90. So between that 30-cent range, I do expect a push back up into essentially, you know, around that 30-cent range. Now, like I said, we're probably going to expect a pullback, a little bit more pain in the tank left to come. $3.80 back up into this level, that's around a 30% bounce. And for some reason, like I said, if we are to trigger, you know, the $3 level, that would be around 60% bounce. So some very, very nice potential swing trading opportunities here for SilverCrest metals. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I shined a little bit of light, a little bit of TA on the charts. You know, if you're watching this video, like I said, why is this stock down so much? I've explained it all. I've shown you the charts. Anyway, guys, make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. We're almost nearing 400 subscribers. I want to try and get to 1,000 subscribers by year end at least. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, everybody. I appreciate every single one of you for watching my videos. I hope you're learning, you know, education, the TA, the charts. Just, you know, when there's resistance, you go short, and when the charts are showing levels to long, you know, you play them for nice opportunities. So anyway, guys, as always, GameX out. Peace.